Alright, I am back. Gonna get this rolling here. I'm gonna run through this. I already know where everything is. I did it the first night. Alright. Ooh. Oh, what's Cheech doing in here? Cheech! What the hell? Alright. I guess I should play some of the tapes here, just for you guys.
Okay, so did you want to do an intro?
Hello. Welcome to the Virtual Cabin. I'm Chuck Brengard, CEO of Ilphonic, and we are the developers behind Friday the 13th, the game, which you are currently playing now.
Is there anything you want to say to the fans?
Sure. I just want to say thanks for playing and supporting the game. Our fan base has been incredible. This project has exceeded even our wildest dreams, and that's because of all your continued and amazing support.
So where are we?
So this is the Virtual Cabin, 2.0 to be exact. The Virtual Cabin was a way for our backers to check out new art assets and discover a few hidden Easter eggs as we were building the game. It was a really engaging way to show a sneak peek at what we were developing.
So, why bring it back?
A ton of work went into researching the Friday the 13th films for the game, and we wanted to present a fun way to go behind the scenes and learn more about how the movies and the game were made. Consider this as an expanded virtual museum, a space where you can explore the lore of Friday the 13th and take it all in. Who knows? There might even be a few new Easter eggs to discover. If you go digging deep enough. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to sound so ominous.
Yes, if you go digging deep enough.
What was the creepiest part about working on the game?
Oh, for sure the phone calls.
Okay, sorry, that was great. Can you start over, but this time incorporate the question into your answer?
My bad, yeah. So the creepiest part about working on this game was I get these weird phone calls to my personal phone. We worked on the game for almost, I think it was about 3 years, and every single Friday the 13th we would get these calls from someone. At first I thought it was someone at the studio, Paul or Dan or something, but it had to be like an F-13 fanboy or something. They would use this voice distortion and claim to be Pamela warning us to honor the memory of her son. Sometimes they would just laugh into the phone and hang up, but most of the times they would just, complain about the game taking so long.
That doesn't sound that creepy.
It wasn't until one time I called the number back and heard this.
Ray would have been gone. She'd been like, I'm out. So each one of these tells you a little bit about each character, how they got into the game, everything, a little bit of backstory on each thing about the game pretty much. And then there's other parts in this virtual cabin that tell you about the movies themselves. There's different things that are laying about that you can read. Tells you in the corner. One of the things that you had to figure out was every newspaper there was a word puzzle. It was on the back, and you had to turn this around. If I can do it. There we go. That's a little bit better. Each one of them was a word guess, and the blue letter was the clue right there for week 1. There's papers like that all through this house. Well, another thing, different items on the walls. As you can see, all these beautiful Jason masks. See the 4? It's in blue. There's a painting in the hallway here that has blue numbers, letters. They're literally everywhere. This is like the museum of Friday the 13th, you might as well say. All the weapons that are used in the video game are all right here. The pocket knife, obviously. Car keys, the firecrackers, the health sprays, everything that's in the game. The bat, frying pan, all the knives. This bear trap right here is not in the game yet, which is very interesting that it's in this, because it makes me wonder that sooner or later this trap is going to come into the game, because that one right here is the one that's usually used and not that one. So it does make me wonder. And here's all Jason's weapons, the ones that he mostly uses, the sleeping stuff. And if you pick them up, they actually tell you the Part 7 is perhaps the most censored Friday the 13th movie of all time. One particular kill that the MPAA sent back for several revisions was the infamous sleeping bag kill in the movie. Jason, played by Kane Hodder, had to pick up a sleeping bag stuffed with a heavy dummy and 20 gallons of blood and slammed it against a tree. Hodder struggled to make the stunt believable and was relieved when the ratings board limited the scene to a good tree smack. Each one of them tells a little bit of a story behind it all. Like other movies in the series, Part 2 had a difficult time receiving an R rating from the Motion Picture Association of America. An X rating was only avoided once 48 seconds has been trimmed. One scene that raised an ear of censors particularly was the murder scene of Jeff and Sandra, impaled by a spear while having sex in the bed. Tells you a little bit of history. John Shepard played the shell-shocked Tommy Jarvis in the 5th film, A New Beginning. Tommy, psychiatrically damaged by his run-in with Jason in the final chapter, is sent to a treatment facility called Penhurst Halfway Home. Shepard took the role seriously, spending a few months volunteering at a state mental hospital to prepare. But you'll find little clues and shit laying around that are blue. You'll see them everywhere throughout the stuff laying around. See week 5 down in the right corner of the word cross. Well, anyway, if you go around and you read every little thing, I've already done that more than once. it spells out mother. So you would come over here to the computer. Now, added downstairs display room. Or to search furniture for the main branch. Press X to access. You can crouch now. Gives you a couple things you can do now. Now we can actually crouch and get shit. Two things in particular. Jason Mass. There's another one that's in this room. Right there. Tough bear. Boogie bear. Alright. And then you gotta put these in order. So you take every one of them, because Roy isn't here. He's MIA. And you put them in order. Missing one? Am I missing one? I think I'm missing one. Part 3. I think I'm missing part 3. Where is that damn thing? Oh yeah. He's in a box somewhere. There it is. Alright. So you get these little pin badges things right here. You take them with you. Take a good look. So you will all know the order in which you have to do this. Alright. Anybody who has the game anyway. And you're gonna go over here. Put the badge on the wall. Now there's other ones. Things that we have to do. Going to make my brain hurt. I'm gonna have to think. Take all these dudes because they're not right. There's another one out here. That's not right. And there's one in this room in here. Jessica. Part 9. Was it Steve? Maybe Steve? Yeah, I think it was Steve. Yeah, I think it was Steve. Oh, biker hit the bucket. Jason was killing people. And there's that. I need stuff. I need this. Red bandana. I took notes, but I'm like, I don't really want to use them. I'm trying to remember. array. The drawers. There's something in the kitchen, I remember. Gin and tonic. Book, which I still don't know what that even goes to. There's some in here that I haven't figured out yet. The hat's the other one. Like I got anything out of it, the cheat says. Alright, I think we could start putting them on. Now they do go in a certain order. After fiddle fucking around with them a lot. I figured that out. That's, I think, the red birds, I think. I'm missing that badge. I think the badge is over here. Yeah. Sharp badge. And then... oh no, there's a room over here, isn't there? Yeah. Hair is the bandana, I believe, yeah. But the tapes you find laying around, there's a couple of them laying around here. See them? They're everywhere. You put them in and they give you a clue to the phone number you're supposed to figure out. See the bottom right? Number's paused. Anyway, you're supposed to figure out the phone number, and there's a bunch of tapes. I think there's 4 in total. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 4. And you gotta crack the phone number. I already have it in front of me. That's took the longest. I'm not even gonna lie. That took the longest. It was really fucking hard. Really fucking hard. Oh yeah, the kids are... Okay, now the next thing, as you can see, we got that, so we only need one more, and that's the phone call. Phone's working. You can call the cops if you want, but not like they're gonna come. And if you dial 911 or anything like that, you'll die. You'll die. Oh, flashes in the house. Ray phone number. 1 5 5 5 3 4 2 Yeah, I was gonna stream this the night it came out, but I've had so much stuff going on this week. I didn't have time to finish Transformers as fast as I wanted to. I did this a long time ago.
Who is this? Where is my boy?
There we go. And that's all the patches right there. And then here, there's Jason. Every Jason from every movie. Says a little about each one of them. Part 7. Part 8. Part 9. And then the backers is behind me.
You can bring him back, you know. There's always a way.
There's always a way, Cheech. That is part 1. Part 2. Now, everything we just did is still working. Still good to go. As you can see, everything's still here. Still go down here, see all the Jasons, all the good shit. Everything's still working good. Still the same shit. People in the same place. Now, you gotta find out that the date of a certain Jason movie that you would have to find to keep going on this. So write her down, people. That is it. Oh. There you go. That saved you the trouble of having to look around the house more. Hit the phone again. Phone call for Ray.
You should have been watching him.
And part 3 is gone. Devs at Gun Media brought in veteran Kane Hodder to do the motion capture for Jason. In an interview, Wes Pelton described an early conversation with Hodder about the MOC cap scenes. We were talking through motion capture, and I said, let's get a few mocap actors in there, and Kane said, no, I'm going to be picking these people up and throwing them through you-know-what, and just physically murdering these people in a motion capture studio. You can't do that to a regular motion capture actors. They'll make it for like 2 scenes and then they'll be going to check out. You've got to get stuntmen, so they did. Some of the Friday the 13th movies are the anthem of mortality in the 80s slasher movies. Yes, there are drugs and promiscuity. I don't know. Anyway, the moral teens are always punished because have been made that Jason was the modern raging error killer because he was killing off those kids who didn't just say no. No, Ralph. No. Alright. So we keep looking through. And here's the key. You need to take this key with you. And now we go to the next part. Out the door. Now, tells a little bit more. And now the whole point, we are trying to get out of here. We got E3 badges for the gas now, so we have to leave on the boat. First thing you gotta do. Is this lock. Same thing, you have to search around. A lot of this you have to read. You have to read a lot, because if you don't read, you're never going to find your way through this place at all. You got to literally read, and there's a Morse code that you're supposed to read. And the Morse code is the numbers to get out of here, to get this lock anyway.
Come home to Mommy, Jason. You know the way.
Obviously, you know what you do with this.
I'm home. You did good.
come down here. Put that in. Now that key you took off of Kenny goes over here to this shack. Do not go off the path. If you go off the path, you're dead. Just let you know. Go grab that shovel. We're going to dig. Ray would do this. Stuntman John Hawk played the dead Jason, who was dug up in the opening of Part 5. There was no special effects used in the scene of Jason in the grave. For the shot, Hawk laid in an open coffin as crew members with 5 gallons of buckets dumped night crawlers on his face. We're gonna bring him back to life and die for the change. Hold on. How to do it? Part 6. Oh, she gotta dig him up. And there's the patch. The next one is very tricky. It was very tricky. I died 1,000,002 times, probably, doing the next one. It is very tricky. Oh, here's Fox. God damn it. Oh no, Ray. She can't give you a hand. Everyone's dead. This is where you go next. Now you're supposed to follow the path. See the machete? See it pointing? See the arrow? If you go off the path, you will die. See the arrow? See the ducks how they're pointing? You follow where they're pointing. Now the part over where the arrow was sticking in the tree, I had no idea where the fuck it was pointing. I died 1,000,000,000 times, literally. I didn't know there was ducks on there. I didn't see the ducks at all. I like walked right by them 1,000 times dying. And there you go, there's the gas. We can leave. Hallelujah! Praise the Lord! thought that anyway. Part 2's done. Now we're gonna go back in. Alright. Now if we go down the basement. There he is. There he is. Ugly motherfucker. That's why you don't let kids play in the mud. Alright. Now if you would have kept to let's see here. Da-da. Now there's a Konami code that you will figure out in the virtual cabin in the house. You gotta push numbers and everything real fast. I'm gonna let this play through for the first time.
So tell me about when you were making the game. Did you have any like weird glitches or strange bugs that you found?
Late in development, we had this bug. We swore it was like the spirit of Jason coming into the game or something. But sometimes during a match, these invisible holes would generate, and if you managed to fall through one, you'd end up in this weird, untextured area of the map.
That's what happened to Flashy. He threw through a hole.
Physically created, but like made of bits of our assets. Eventually, you'd be shot up high into the air and killed by Jason in the sky. Luckily, we were able to get it out before CERT, but it was a tough one.
How were you able to find it?
We had this debug code that would show us the holes in the map. That helped us hunt them down.
What was the debug code?
You know, it's the same code everyone uses when they need to input a secret code in a video game. I mean, just remember back when we were kids.
It's probably better for legal that way.
So that's what we're gonna do. Just like 1814.
So tell me about when you were making the game. Did you have any like weird glitches or strange?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So tell me about when you were making the game. Did you have any like weird glitches or strange bugs that you found?
Gotta figure it out, guys.
So tell me about when you were making the game. Did you have any like weird glitches or strange bugs that you found?
Late in development, we had this bug. We swore it was like the spirit of Jason coming into the game or something. But sometimes during a match, these invisible holes would generate, and if you managed to fall through one,
So tell me about when you were making the game. Did you have any like weird glitches or strange
Not
bugs
doing
that
it.
you found?
late in
I'm gonna have to look for this code again. That ain't cool. That's not cool.
So tell me about when you were making the game. Did you have any like weird glitches or strange bugs that you found?
Yeah, we
late
might
in
have to.
development, we had this bug.
That sucks. Well, that's gonna take a little bit. I gotta find the code again. Oh man, now where the hell did I find it? Call toll free, change. I'm guessing the code is different on Xbox than on PlayStation, because I did it first on PlayStation. So I have to figure it out now for Xbox. Where the hell did I find it? Not there. Not there. Not there. Hammock. There's a wheelchair. Where the hell is that fucking thing now? I remember.
Congratulations on completing the virtual cabin. In the future, we might update this space to reveal what's behind those two curtains. But for now, we just want to say thank you for playing and invite you to stay as long as you would like.
Man. Can't remember how the hell I'd... Well, I know how to do it on PS4, but I don't know how to do it on Xbox. Because on PS4, it's up, up, down, down, left, right, circle X on there. But it's not that on here, obviously. Different controller. So, I think it sucks. But you're supposed to use radio when you do it.
So tell me about when you were making the game. Did you have any like weird glitches or strange bugs that you found?
Late in development, we had this bug. We swore it was like the spirit of Jason coming into the game or something. But sometimes during a match, these invisible holes would generate.
I don't know. I gotta literally dig for it.
So tell me about when you were making the game. Did you have any like weird glitches or strange bugs that you found?
Late in development, we had this bug.
That sucks. Yeah, I think it's on a newspaper or something where I read it. I swear it's on like a newspaper or something. Call for takeout. It's not in there. I can't freaking remember. Well, I have it all done on PS4. I can literally go over there and just fucking do it all, because I have everything for the PS4. But the buttons are different for the Xbox One. And that's the problem right now. I don't know what the buttons are for this one. The Konami buttons. Showing it sucks. And it's somewhere in the house. It's hidden. You have to find it. It's a riddle. You gotta figure it out. And I forget, because I did on Monday. I can't remember exactly how I did it. I may have to finish this right after wrestling tomorrow. It's like a 5-second thing, really. That's how much literally is left in this. I think that's what we'll do. We'll just finish out the wrestling tomorrow. We'll just do that. Unless somebody knows it off the top of their head. I don't know it off the top of my head. I know for PS4. I don't know. That's what I did it for. If I can find it real quick, I highly doubt it. It's probably not even out yet. Oh no! Not the guy who made it. Oh damn. The CEO is dead. No more video games. Ray did it. I have it. The markings. Oh no! Flashy did it, not me. What the hell? There you go. And now, it's crazy you gotta wait forever for them though. The model's already made for them and everything. Like, what the fuck you gotta wait forever for? Now, I believe there's more to this. It's coming soon. Because you still can't get out the back door. This is it. This is as far as you can go. You can't get out the back door at all. It don't let you out. So something's got to be back there in due time. You go down here, and there's Jason in the back now. And there they all are. And that is all of it. For now, anyway. I believe that there's going to be more added later on. Yeah. That's it. Thank you for the bit size like mine. I think that's it though, like, so far. The doors in the back obviously gonna go somewhere. There's still a shitload of DLC still coming out for this, so... And, next week I will be playing Jason one more time before the end of the year. There is new Part 7 kills at his bottom, so you'll be able to see them. Plus, if people want to see me just hack bots all night, I can do that. We can use every single Jason because I'll always use Jason. For people who thought that that would never be a thing, it is a thing. You can always be Jason now. So. But that is it. That is the Virtual Cabin 2.0 so far. It only goes to 2.0, obviously. Why it's called that for now. But, yeah. I will be back tomorrow. And I'll see you guys all then. Have a good rest of your night. I'm out of here.